Oops. Hello. So I may not be able to see any chats if anyone ends up popping in, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna hold this phone. Normally I set my phone up on like a tripod, but I was working on this vision board tonight. You can kind of see it's kind of big. I'm on my couch. It's like midnight, just turned to the March 7th. Anyhow, I was working on this. After doing a meditation, I decided to do a little bit more work on it. And I had this thought come to me that I should go ahead and do a live stream and share it with you guys, or whoever, watches it when it's archived. So let me see if I can gather my thoughts. It's been a really intense night. I did this really amazing meditation. Unfortunately, I forgot the name of the person that led it, but I'll probably add it later in the description box. It was a really amazing meditation about reconnecting with your soul. And that is something I've been working on a lot lately. I've always had the ability, it seems, to help people overcome any and all, just about almost any problem a person could have, it seems like sometimes, but not always able to do those things so easily for myself. So I've been doing a lot of work on really like being embodied lately, being really grounded. I used to think I was super grounded, and I am. I am a very calm person a lot of the time, but I what was the word I was looking for? But I guess I realized that I wasn't really super grounded. I haven't been like super connected to my body. I've been a little bit disconnected, like I've always had one foot in the material world and one foot in the world of spirit. And I guess lately for a while I'd been a lot more in the world of spirit. So I realized that it was necessary to really work on getting into my body more, connecting with the earth more. And I used to do that a lot more. I guess I just kind of, sometimes you have a practice, like a meditation practice or rituals or whatnot that you do. And, sometimes you end up starting to do other things and new rituals, new practices and whatnot. And sometimes you forget about the ones you used to do that actually really helped you. And so it's kind of good to get reminded sometimes that, hey, like this was something helpful. You haven't been doing it and now you're suffering for it. So anyhow, so that's why I was watching this video. It was kind of synchronistic that I came across it. I was watching a video that he put up about the, I'm trying to see if there's a way I can hold this with my left hand. This is going to get kind of close because I'm working on this while I'm talking to you guys. So I know it's kind of weird, but anyhow, I was watching a video by this guy about the new moon, and there just happened to be a link in there in his description about a meditation that he put together about reconnecting with your higher self, your soul. I thought, wow, that's a coincidence, because I've super duper been doing a lot of thinking about that and meditating and the last day or two about that very topic. So where's my hand? Oh, okay. I'll try to at least get my hand in the shot. Oh, let's see. This problem is there's so many buttons on the side of the phone, I'm afraid I'm going to accidentally turn it off. Anyhow, so yeah, I did that meditation, and then afterwards I set some more intentions. These are all pretty much intentions on this board. Like, there's a lot. You can see it goes all the way up to my snoozing dog up there. So a lot of them are intentions I want to bring about in myself. Some of them are ones I want to bring about like in my life. I did like basically like a few different topics here, like balance, love, creative achievement, joy, inner security, friendships. Yep. And then I basically did like various phrases that are related to the main topic. So each color is kind of a different thing. This is like my balance section right here that I'm working on. This is the one section I wasn't 100% happy with the way it turned out, because I put watercolors over markers, and the screen was so dark that it covered it. So I'm kind of just redoing it, going over the words just so that I can read them. And I was laughing to myself. They're very Neptunian, very how how fitting that I should choose to use watercolors over water-soluble markers, and then have this sort of fading Neptunian stuff going on where I can barely read what's underneath there. So anyhow, so the thing I wanted to share with you guys, the whole reason I decided to go ahead and do this live stream, is that as I was setting my intentions, you know, one of the things that this guy had been talking about in the new moon video was like the fear of success, the fear of success specifically because of the fear that when something good happens, that means something bad is going to happen. And how in this particular person, that stemmed from early childhood experiences, conditioning, you know, imprinting, whatnot. And it was very, I totally can relate to that. I've had that feeling, that fear, for as long as I can remember. I don't really know if I had it when I was a child. I was kind of in a fog in a way when I was a child. I don't really remember a lot of details. So I can't say whether I had that fear when I was younger, but I know that for a long time as an adult, I've definitely been very conscious and aware that I've had that fear. Among others, like the fear that the divine will is bad, like that divine energy would ask me to do something bad or be bad in general, like, and I tend to think that I probably was involved in some gnarly, like, religious persecution sort of stuff in a past life, like, as the persecutor, you know, as the crusader, as the inquisitor. I mean, I really don't know for certain, but there's a major fear on my part that religion or divinity or something like that I would be asked to do something that I don't agree with because it's harmful, and I don't want to be a harmful person, in the name of divinity, in the name of religion. I've had that fear for a very long time, and yet also have always had this feeling of trusting the divine. So it's like this weird combination where I trust the divine, and I seek divine guidance. I seek to live my life in alignment with divine will. But there's a part of me that's always afraid that it's not going to be good. And then it's always good. And I'm like, why was I afraid? So that's one of the other big things I've been working on with this new moon. That's one of my big intentions, is to, really let go of that fear. So anyhow, I'm getting off track a little bit. The main thing I really wanted to share with you guys is that moving past difficult things like fears, phobias, old conditioning that doesn't apply anymore, habits that you don't want to have anymore, whatever it is, whether it's fear of success, whether it's fear of God, whether it's goddess, divine source, whatever, if it's the fear of feeling like you have to be in control, or else bad things will happen, or whatever. I mean, there's a multitude of things you could be dealing with. Anyhow, that you don't necessarily, the message that was really coming to me and was kind of mentioned in that video, but really came through strong for me in my meditations afterwards, like my personal meditations, was that you don't really have to forcefully throw these things away. I've mentioned this on some of my oracle readings before on YouTube, on here on my channel, that it's really more just about choosing to let go. It doesn't have to be a forceful thing. It doesn't have to be like, I have all this willpower and I am just going to do this. I am going to overcome this. It really can just be about letting go, like just choosing to let go of it. Like, it's like we're holding on to these things, these patterns, these habits. And it's not even like we have to replace them with something. It's not like we have to throw away one thing and then go out and get another. We already have all of these things within us that we need. It's just these things that we don't need that we grip to so tightly. So it's really just a matter of letting go of it, wanting to let go and letting go. So on the other hand, then the other thing I ran into is how sometimes even if I really want to let go of something, really want to move past something, really want to, change and shift and whatnot, sometimes I'm so afraid to, because I'm afraid that something bad is going to come out of it. That if I let go of a particular fear, that it means that I'm somehow going to experience harm, or that this incarnation will be over more quickly. There's a lot of different fears that pop up for me. And so when that happens, if I'm feeling strong, brave, then I will usually ask for assistance, divine assistance, to help me not be afraid, so that I can actually, let go of it. It's like asking for help to ask for help. Like, you want to let go of something, but you're so afraid that you need help, just getting to the place where you're able to ask for help to get rid of the original thing. I know it may be kind of a little convoluted, but maybe one of you has experienced that, and I think it's a really key thing to be aware of too, is that, if we have that fear that something horrible is going to happen, or that there's going to be a negative outcome to us letting go of a particular fear or habit, that tells me that that fear or habit originated from some sort of trauma, and that it's some sort of coping mechanism, it's some sort of safety measure that we created for ourselves, or that somebody else created for us out of their fears, or their insecurities. So, sometimes, you know, people will tell others, anyone else in their life. It could be a child, it could be a partner, it could be a coworker, it could be an employee or whatever, any sort of situation. There could always be someone who's feeling insecure or scared and chooses to try to condition another person based on that fear. But a lot of times I think we condition ourselves. We may not have, we may not have like a full toolbox of coping skills at the time when we need, a coping skill. So we create stuff on the fly, and sometimes it's these stories, almost like these fairy tales of, well, when this happens, or if I do this, this will happen, to try to give us some sort of sense of control, some sort of sense of safety. You can see down here I have my root chakra region, all this stuff about inner security. It's a big thing I'm working on. So, that's something that a lot of times people, I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot of people sharing that, they deal with a lot of fear and stuff, but maybe they don't. But I certainly do. I'm definitely struggling to overcome a lot of fears. I have a lot of faith, and I have a lot of love. I have a lot of compassion, but there's plenty of fear there too. But I definitely believe that I'm going to be able to let go of a lot of this stuff. I definitely believe it's possible that all of these intentions will be fulfilled. This is a super powerful new moon we're experiencing right now. And with Uranus going into Taurus, really powerful. I think a lot of, if any of you are dealing with anything like accepting yourself, accepting your body, feeling comfortable in your body, connections to earth, grounding, finances, self-worth, career, how you contribute to the world, all these different Taurus sort of activities and themes. This is a really powerful time for getting clear with what you want and what you need, and being honest with yourself, exploring what needs attention. Because right now you have like a lottery load of support right now from the universe. This is an amazing, amazing time. I mean, good Lord, just look at this. I mean, have you ever seen, I've never made a vision board this big. This is one of those foam boards, like, it's like 3 feet long or something. And it's ginormous. I've never made a vision board this big, and I ran out of space practically. I was like writing in the margins, and yeah, take full advantage of this energy. Set your intentions, make your wishes. You have so much support right now. Lots and lots of love and support right now from the universe to make your dreams come true. And a lot of these are like, this is like soul mission sort of dreams. A lot of good stuff. So anyhow, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I hope that this new moon, exciting, planting seeds, starting your dreams, setting your dreams into motion, Hope this time is going really well for you guys. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.